Before you make the move to Utah, let me ask you something. What if I told you that the very reasons that people fall in love with Utah are the exact same reasons that some people regret moving here? I've seen families relocate here with zero preparation, and within 6 months they're feeling overwhelmed. And then I've seen others move here with the right strategy and say it's the best decision they've ever made. The difference isn't luck, it's knowing what no one talks about. In this video, I'm sharing 6 realities of moving to Utah that most people don't mention. The good, the challenging, and the things you absolutely need to plan for. So let's get into it. I'm Kenny Matty with Equity Real Estate Advantage, and I've been helping people buy and sell homes in Utah for over 15 years. I'm gonna leave a link to all my information in the description below. From there, you'll be able to book a call with me, visit my website and begin searching homes, request a market analysis for your home, or check out free resources like a free home buyer's guide, a relocation guide, or a pre-listing checklist. Are you thinking about making the move to Utah? Before you start packing boxes and calling the movers, we need to have a real conversation. Utah is incredible. In my opinion, it's one of the best places in the world to live, but it's not perfect. And if you're relocating here, you deserve the full picture, not just what you see on Instagram with the mountain views and days on the slopes. I help people just like you relocate to Utah every single week. And these are the things that I make sure they understand first. Here are those 6 realities in no particular order. Number 1, Utah is not cheap. Utah used to be considered affordable. You could buy a home with one income. You didn't so much have to worry about being house poor. You could get a decent house on a good sized lot without breaking the bank. That's just not the case anymore. Across the Salt Lake Valley and surrounding areas, home prices average above $500,000. And that can go up or down depending on location, size, and the condition of the homes that you're looking at. The market in Utah has been very strong for a long time, and it's still competitive, and housing is still very much in demand. We have a shortage of tens of thousands of homes over the next 10 years. And why is this the case? It's because we have very strong job growth. We have an expanding tech presence. Of course, everybody wants to come here for the outdoor lifestyle. And we have a very business-friendly environment, so businesses want to come here. People don't just come here for the scenery, they come here for the opportunity. But here's where people go wrong. They assume that what worked in their previous state is gonna work here as well, and it won't. Utah requires a lot more strategy. Offer structure is very important. Timing and area selection matter as much as ever. Number 2, Utah is a desert. Utah looks green and lush in a lot of the pictures that you'll see, but it is a high desert climate. If you're coming from places like the Midwest, the South, or the coast, the dry air is gonna hit you immediately. Much the same way as if I were to go to a place like Ohio or Florida. I'm immediately slapped in the face by that humidity the second I step off of the plane. To someone from those areas, the dry air is gonna be the same. You're immediately gonna experience things like dry lips, dry skin, and a dry throat. Humidifiers are going to become a lot more essential. I have one in almost every room of my house. And a lot of people get the whole home humidifiers that connect with their furnace in order to keep their humidity levels higher all the time. Of course, there's upside. You don't have the sticky humidity. You're going to have cooler summer evenings. You don't have to worry about sweating quite as much. And it tends to offer fewer bugs. But it's just going to take some time to adjust. Number 3, the elevation here is real. Salt Lake City sits around 4,300 feet above sea level. So if you're moving from a location that's closer to sea level, you're going to get winded a lot faster, and you're gonna see and feel the difference. You can have mild headaches for the first few days you're here. Some people can even experience elevation sickness. Because of this, it's a little more important to stay hydrated, take it slow, and just know that it's gonna take your body some time to adjust. The last thing you're gonna wanna do is get here and hit the biggest hiking trail you can find. Because you're definitely gonna feel it. Number 4, yeah, it gets cold here. Now, Utah isn't Alaska or Antarctica, but it's definitely not warm year-round here either. We get very real winter storms. Now, this has been a pretty mild winter so far, but we did have a storm roll through just last night where we had a lot of wind, we had some rain, and we had a little bit of snow. You can have weeks where the temperature dips into the teens, and if you get hit with a big snowstorm, it's not uncommon to get several inches of snow that you have to deal with first thing in the morning. So you're gonna have to shovel those walkways, you're gonna have to plow the roads, you're gonna have to throw some salt melt down, and you're gonna have to drive a little bit more carefully on the roads. The good news is the storms usually move through pretty quick. The snowplows usually are pretty good about cleaning up the roads, so the amount of time that you actually have to struggle driving in the snow is pretty limited. But along with that, we get some of the best snow in the entire country, which is great if you love to ski or snowboard. And that brings me to number 6, driving can get interesting. Utah weather can change quite fast. It's not uncommon for us to go from sunshine to a blizzard within 20 to 30 minutes. You can see heavy rain bursts, winter whiteouts, and we even get some dust storms on the west side of the valley. If you're moving here, you're definitely gonna want to invest in some good snow tires. If nothing else, get some really good off-road tires, and you may want to consider a 4-wheel drive vehicle. It's certainly manageable, but you just need to be prepared. And depending on who you talk to, Utah may not have some of the best drivers you're going to find in the country. So just be careful out there. Number 6, Sundays. are a little quiet. In most areas around Utah, Sundays are going to be considerably slower. A lot of businesses will be closed and some will run limited hours. It's not quite a ghost town like some people will say, but compared to a lot of metro areas, it's definitely a lot more quiet and a lot more slow. The good thing about that is there's less traffic, there's a lot more downtime, and you get a slower pace one day of the week. Most people spend that time with their families or, out going on a hike or experiencing nature or experiencing time at a park or with friends or family. So why do people move here every day? After all that, people still are moving here every single day. Why? Well, we've already mentioned some of them. You have the mountains, you have the national parks, you have the outstanding job market, the lifestyle, the community, the safety. There's a ton of reasons that certainly outweigh the bad in my opinion. Utah offers something very rare that you can't just get anywhere, which is real career opportunity and unmatched outdoor access. But the one mistake that I do see people make sometimes is when they choose the wrong area for their lifestyle. Utah is not a one-size-fits-all. Commute times vary, neighborhood cultures vary, and price points vary dramatically. So choosing correctly makes all the difference in the world. And that's where I come in. That's my job, is to help people manage expectations and find the area that's going to be best suited for them, their lifestyle, their career, what they're expecting for a commute, and for their family. If you're seriously considering relocating to Utah, just comment RELO below, RELO, and I'll personally send you my Utah relocation guide. It includes many of the best areas based on personal lifestyle, what different price points in different areas actually look like, a few insider tips, and how to build a smart buying strategy in this market. And if you want to talk directly to me about your move, feel free to reach out anytime. Relocating to a different part of the country is too big of a decision to guess your way through it. Again, I'm going to put my info in the description below. Feel free to reach out. You can book a call with me, visit my website and begin searching homes, or just give me a call directly. And if you found this video helpful at all, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may be looking to make a move here. And if you have any questions at all, reach out or drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.